Hey everyone, Selwyn here for WynnStrength, bringing you another Motivational Monday video. On today's video, I wanted to discuss optimal training and what even is optimality, well, optimal training in life. You can go down the rabbit hole to try and figure out what's the best, absolute best, most efficient, effective way to train. And while there's merit in that, there's also like some reasons why you shouldn't necessarily worry too much about what's optimal. Yes, ideally, we want our actions to align with our goals. So if I'm trying to train for a marathon, I'm not doing single rep heavy squats. The action doesn't align with my ultimate goal. So at the very least, we want our actions to align with our goals, which implies that we have some goals to begin with, which is great. It gives us, a target to shoot for. But along the way, we can figure out how to improve what we're doing. We always want to be looking at how we can create efficiencies and increase our effectiveness at training. So is it better to do high volume or high intensity? Is it better to train 3 times a week or 4 times a week? These are questions that will be very dependent on your own personal circumstance, as well as like training history and your ultimate goal at the end of the day and what you're trying to achieve. So this isn't to say that you should never question what you're doing and try and learn how to do things better, but I don't want you to get too wrapped up in finding the perfect training system, because perfect training system doesn't exist. That would be evidenced by the probably millions of different coaches and millions of different successful athletes that have trained under those coaches, which shows you that there's kind of, million different ways to become successful at this, and it's going to depend on your goals, as I said before. And also what you prefer. If you really hate single rep training, then you don't really need to do heavy singles. If you really love high rep stuff, high volume stuff, then do that. But just find a better way to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Make sure that your actions are lining up with your ultimate goals. That way, you might not necessarily be working at 100% what we would deem optimal training, but you're not doing zero training, you're not doing 0%, or you're not doing any damage to your ultimate goals. And the reason we don't want to worry too much about optimality is because some things just can't be optimal, given everything in life. So training is only one tiny aspect of your life. If optimal training means that you have to work out for 8 hours a day, it's an extreme example, but if that was what's deemed optimal, as like evidenced by some Olympic level weightlifters, then if your lifestyle doesn't suit that, then you're not training optimally. While that sounds ridiculous, I think to paint an extreme example is the smaller things in life. Should I worry about is 8 reps or 7 reps more optimal? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You're doing heavy weight for reps. You're training under the bar. And as long as you're making progress over the years, then what you're doing is working well for you. Now, could you have worked out quicker or better or more efficiently? Yes, but at the end of the day, we don't really have a time clock that we're working against. We're just wanting to be better than yesterday, whether that's 1% better or 10% better. We're just slow improvements over the course of a lifetime are going to lead to greatness. Hopefully that helps you with your journey. This has been Selwyn from WynnStrength, and remember, a better life through strength.